What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? We don't have so much an Atari VCS update, more so. I don't know what to make of this. I genuinely don't know what to make of this. Atari just released this here today that they're joining forces with something called Wonder, a cross-platform gaming something or other. Okay. As always, to anyone who's new, I'm going to skim over this and tell you what I got out of it. Please correct me down below. The link will be down below for you to click on and read the entire thing. That way you can be fully informed. I just want to touch on things that stood out to me. And maybe this is what I'm actually going to need a lot of help with. Maybe I'm getting something wrong with this. First and foremost, we see the partnership between Atari and this thing called Wonder. It's being called Wonder, and there's a space helmet. So are they trying to capitalize off of the phenomenon of the movie Wonder? I don't know about where you're at, but around here, especially in this house, it's kind of a big deal. The kids are reading all about it, and they love the fucking movie. And I didn't see anything in this article that spoke of Augie or the show or anything like that. So I'm wondering, no pun intended, if the folks responsible for the Wonder app/OS, which we will get to here in a few minutes, isn't being scumbags as far as using the whole Wonder. I don't know. I could be way reading into that, guys. Again, correct me down below, especially you Atari guys, which I should be, but I'm not. So they go on to talk about that Atari has announced its acquisition with Wonder mobile gaming platform and OS with the intentions ultimately integrating Wonder technology into future editions of the Atari VCS gaming and entertainment platforms, so that users can one day enjoy their home experience on the go. This will be exciting news for Atari VCS customers. I don't think it is. And shy of trying to just puke on the Atari VCS, okay? It hasn't had an identity since day one. They had an idea, and they just never really performed, okay? So it's going through a few stages of what are we going to do? Is it going to be this processor? Is it going to be this processor? And I get it. I get that part. Don't come to me and be like, well, sometimes things get upgraded, new things come during development. I get that part. But it doesn't have its own operating system. That last time we saw the last video, that was Windows 10. That was Windows 10 operating that. So even if you were to get it exactly the way that was, you'd still have to buy Windows 10 and download it to your machine. So don't get me started. So now they're talking about another operating system/app. And they do go on to talk about this being an actual operating system that your machines will have to boot into. So I don't know if they're trying to eventually integrate the Atari VCS into this, or if they're just trying to expand it from the VCS to your mobile devices and so on and so on. What else I'm getting from this, they talk about it here. Let's see, we looked, incredible rise of mobile gaming, the numbers are staggering. Mobile games have surpassed every other category of gaming on both user and revenue, okay? Blah, 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 blah. They start talking about the different interfaces in which you can do mobile gaming, and it's confusing. It's all over the place. And they're equaling it to, you used to be able to have one cable on your TV box, and you just flip through channels. Now you get this streaming service, and you got this streaming service. And it's my understanding that this app OS is supposed to consolidate all of that somehow. It's compatible with everything. I don't know, and that's what it says here. Play everything. Everything you love in the palm of your hand. From cloud streaming favorites and beloved retro titles to Twitch and the best of Android gaming. And they show some titles here. I find it very interesting that Earthworld Jim is right there on the top. Is that a poke? I don't know. Maybe. So what makes this technology stand out from other cross-platform offerings on today's market? Blah, 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 blah. I always described what happened in gaming as similar to what happened with the OTT video. I don't know what that is, guys. So again, let me know down below. I didn't research it. I want to get this video out so I can go get my sandwich. There are too many offerings. Okay, so this is where they're talking about the user experience is terrible because it's all over the place and they just wanted to consolidate it. Find this interesting right here. I'm going to try to find this one thing here, okay? Right here. Atari invaded the first console. The first console. They don't even know who they're fucking working with, okay? I get it. To the layman, to the average person, the Atari VCS almost seems like it is, and I mean the actual VCS, not the shit that's coming out. In most eyes, probably to them is the very first gaming console, but it's not. And I just find these little things that you say in an interview, and they didn't even correct it. It's little things like that that would bug me. Let's see, Wonder. I thought about the idea of talking with them about talking with them about naming our technology Atari OS. Now, Atari, as we spoke about in the beginning, doesn't have that identity. They don't have an actual operating system to be spoken of that I know of. I mean, you can have things on there, and there's apps and stuff like that, but you either have to have this or you have to have that, or you can open it up and do your own thing. I'm wondering if they're trying to integrate this as the Atari OS instead of actually working on something. Okay? And then it goes on to talk about, let's see, where's that last one? This last sentence right here. Atari has been working on a number of that makes the brand as big and relative as ever. Everything from the Atari VCS to Atari hotels and the different gaming studios that are part of that vision. What gaming studios? See, and with Wonder OS living on millions of smartphones across the world, we can enhance those experiences even more. I think people will be very pleasantly surprised with what we have in mind. Okay? So again, I'm going to leave this down below for you to look at yourself. This is what I'm taking from it. It's an app/OS, so itself doesn't have its own deal. That Atari is partnering with to integrate into the Atari VCS to make the VCS obsolete. So you don't need that $400 machine. Just put it on here. But it'll also be on that $400 machine. I don't get it. I don't get this thing. If they're separate things, I guess I suppose I could get it a little bit more. Hotels, consoles with no identity, streaming apps of games that already exist, no developers to be mentioned of, no games altogether. They just keep coming up with these updates of things that I'm going to be honest with you, realistic people don't give a fuck about. We don't care about these OSs and apps and all this crap. We want to know what this machine is going to offer us. And I hate to beat the dead horse, but it's getting updates like this that make me even fucking angrier about this whole thing. I want an update with fucking game titles. I want to know what's being developed. Don't give me a fucking Atari Vault. Don't give me Handstream. Don't give me some goofy fucking operating system that technically I don't think is even out yet. I don't think any of us have even fucking heard of it. That is using the whole Augie angle to fucking sell their shit. I don't get it, and I'm fucking done. I'm done talking about it for today. I want to go get my goddamn sandwich because my fat ass is hungry. Guys, go ahead and leave your thoughts down below. Fuck this update. I'm tired of these dumb updates that don't do anything but delay us and give us information on shit we don't care about. Atari, unfuck yourself or go away. Period. Unfuck yourself or go away. Guys, thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to the Creep is positive. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. Bye-bye. These fucking idiots.